What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we're going to be talking about Mullen Automotive, ticker symbol MULN, the pump that's currently ongoing. And if you look at the chart, you'll see what I'm talking about. We are up again today, up around 17%. We're not at the highs, but we're not at the lows either. We're deciding which way we're going to go. Now, MULN has been pumping for the past while, right? We saw a much bigger pump just last week, and we actually got up to highs of around $2. So that was pretty impressive. We're on the way up again. We're going to see how high we can get. And before I dive into the catalysts that we've got going for us, why people are buying this stock up, what's going on with it, I did want to touch on the initial catalyst that really set this thing off, that caused us to hit $2 last time. The initial catalyst that this thing had was they made progress on a solid-state polymer battery pack. And to understand why this matters, you have to know that this is an EV company, so it's impressive when they make progress on a battery pack, especially this kind of progress, right? Their battery pack that they've just made progress on is supposedly going to be able to deliver over 600 plus miles of range. Now, that's very impressive considering the current longest range EV vehicle is 520 miles, and this company is around a 50, 60, $70 million market cap, a very low market cap. We'll check it in a second, but overall, very low market cap regarding how long range this battery is going to be. Now, it's worth noting that in-vehicle prototype testing of the battery pack is set for 2025, so not for a long way off. I'm not trying to hype up this catalyst as something that's going to blow the stock up overnight, right? But people are buying the stock up on news that they have made progress on it, that things are going well, that they're developing it, and that this is an up-and-coming EV company, potentially, right? That's why people are buying it up. And you can see that over the past year, it's been hurt dramatically, as have a lot of smaller market cap growth stocks. So it's no surprise, this company as well has been hurt dramatically. And even just since January to where we are today, this thing is down 75%. So they've been hurt a ton, and people are buying them up on the dip, hoping that this can be potential big player in the EV space eventually, right? If they get the longest range EV battery pack, that would be pretty impressive. That would be reason for some people to buy this thing. However, that's not going to happen for a while, right? We're not doing in-vehicle prototype testing until 2025. What people are more interested in right now is the pump potential it has and the shorts that are involved in this stock, because we have seen a rapid increase in short interest in this stock over the past while. Now, there are some conflicting reports about the short interest. Ortex has it estimated at 5.93 million shares, or 29.95% of the free float. Now, if you look at places like MarketWatch, you're not going to get very good data, in my opinion, okay? This is a MarketWatch article. Mullen Automotive stock surges again and has doubled, snapping losing streak, blah, 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 right? But if you read into this article, it says, based on the latest exchange data, short interest is at a percentage of the stock's public float, 4.98%. And you can see that right here on MarketWatch's page right here as well. 4.98% of the float shorted is what MarketWatch has it at. And that's why you really want something like Ortex that goes in, does calculations of their own, and can actually estimate probably a much more accurate short interest for what we're currently seeing. 29.95% versus 4.98% is an absolutely massive difference. So people are hoping to squeeze out some shorts with this stock. And there is potential for that, right? But what you have to keep in mind with this stock is, according to Ortex, they're estimating around 6 million shorts. Let's round it up to 6 million. And currently, the stock's price is around $1.25. So that means there's maybe $7.5 million worth of short positions out there. $7.5 million isn't the most. It's not nothing, but to big institutions, it's virtually nothing, depending on the size of the institutions who's taking on these short positions. So it's likely going to be a while, price appreciation wise, until shorts actually start getting squeezed out. Now, obviously, some shorts, if they really see this thing pumping up, moving up fast, they may decide to exit just to prevent further potential losses. They might decide to exit and then short it later once it's higher if they do see this thing running up. If we're potentially breaking the previous highs that we've seen of around $2, then maybe some shorts are going to exit. That would lead to an acceleration in the growth of this stock, and it's a possible situation. But if you're really looking for an honest-to-God short squeeze, right, where you're actually squeezing shorts out because they're getting margin called and whatnot, that's probably not going to happen for a bit, because this price would have to multiply many times over until before $7.5 million worth of short positions are really causing enough pain for institutions that they'd be willing to close. So we're not going to see a traditional short squeeze in the most honest sense of the word, at least not until this thing moves up much higher, and it certainly could move up much higher than it is now. It's even since January, it's down 75%. So just to get back to where we were at the beginning of the year this year, just a couple of months ago, that would be about a 4x in stock price if you look at it like that, or about a 3x in stock price, or a 4x, 4x in stock price. 300 something percent gain. It would be pretty impressive to see, and it's certainly possible. This is a play that people are hoping will play out very well for them. A lot of people have been getting into this, and you can tell a lot of people are searching for this potentially for the first time on Google Trends. A lot of people are looking for it on StockTwits. It is the #1 most active stock out there, right ahead of CEI stock, which is also surging up today. So it is giving people a little bit of faith in the squeeze plays again, because the market has been very tough for the past couple of weeks. It's been tough to get any winners out there during all of this Russia-Ukraine talk, during all of the Feds potentially raising interest rates talks. It's been a tough market out there, and people are happy to see the return of these pump plays and quick profits. Now, obviously, nothing is guaranteed in the stock market. It's not a guarantee that we're going to return to highs with this stock. In fact, it could be a dead cat bounce. There are some shorts in there, and oftentimes, the shorts have been dominating for the past couple of months, so they certainly could take us down. There are a lot of manipulative practices out there that people like to talk about, but it's the world that we live in, right? And you got to play these stocks if you're interested in them, and if you're not interested in them, then don't feel like you have to play them, right? Because there are people out there and institutions out there who are trying to make money at the same time as you are taking the opposite plays, and it is a battle out there in the stock market. So by no means is this a guaranteed pump, but it is an interesting one to look at. We are seeing a bounce off of the 80-cent level that we had found some resistance at prior. We're finally starting to see a little bit of a bounce off of that. It looks like yesterday we moved past that level pretty quickly. As soon as the market opened, pretty much, we shot right up above that, and we've been on the uptrend ever since. We're going to see if that can continue today. This is a fairly vital moment since we did make highs of $1.44. Now we're down about 20 cents. If we can't return to the highs, then things aren't looking great, but there is some potential in this play. Just wanted to break that down for you guys, let you know what I thought about the stock, some of the news, some of the things going on with it, and where I think it might be going, right? I think we have a good chance at moving up, but nothing's a guarantee. I'm not personally buying this one. We already had a sizable pump. I would consider buying it if we could actually break the $2 resistance level that we hit previously. I think that would be a good opportunity for a continued rally if we did end up breaking that. That's what I'm looking at. But other than that, guys, keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. I'm not recommending anyone to make any plays with their money. I'm just letting you know what I'm seeing out there. So other than that, guys, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.